Hi, I'm Chris Quinones. I'm a soft tissue and longevity expert specializing in Ayurveda and muscular therapy. Help active adults, artists, and athletes stand taller, heal faster, and play longer. Today I want to tell you a couple of client stories, give you a sense of how I might be able to help you or somebody you love, and what steps to take next. If you're anything like a lot of the people that come to see me for help, you're likely working with some stiffness in the body, maybe some chronic pain or limited range of motion. You're uninspired with your meal planning and preparation. You're feeling perhaps a bit burnt out from the social jet lag of trying to fit everything in and having late dinners and late workouts and late night weekends that are shooting you out of circadian living and rhythm. Or maybe you're just someone who really lacks body literacy and doesn't understand the sensations and cues your body is telling you so you can intervene and thrive. So first I want to tell you a story about Jenna. Jenna came to see me already on her way to wellness and self-healing. She had previously successfully lost over 100 pounds. She had found a sense of self-worth and awareness about her body, but then had regained over the 100 pounds that she lost and was suffering from chronic low back pain. So when I started working with her, we did a lot of soft tissue work and manipulation just to get her back into her body and start to reprogram her mind around the fear that she had whenever her body gave her a sensation. What Jenna needed was body literacy. She needed to understand what cues and sensations her body was giving her and differentiate them from pain and be able to respond in real time to those sensations. And that's where I came in. We started with therapeutic massage so she could begin to associate her body and physical touch with compassion, with care, with love. She had first arrived hating her body and hating every sensation that it was giving her. I say leave your comfort zone. I'll give you the map and compass. And so we started to explore what her body was telling her as we worked through the layers of soft tissue restriction and restraint that had been so hardwired into her body. We worked together doing therapeutic massage about once every 3-ish weeks, combined with some lifestyle recommendations from the Ayurvedic system of medicine and some seasonal cleanses. That got her gut microbiome balanced. She started to have a better relationship and be inspired with her food and meal prep, and started to lose her pain. She was able to get on and off the massage table more easily. She was able to bend over and tie her shoelace. She was having such great early success that she went on to then sabotage herself, which is also what happens with the hero journey, which is exactly what I am here to guide you through, you being your own hero in self-healing. Jenna had been doing well with these lifestyle changes, with the reprogramming of her brain and sensory input to her body. And with that early success, she got a puppy. And that was a major sabotage move. This is where I came back in as the sage, saying, I value traditional wisdom systems. I say, educate yourself. I'll give you the tools and tactics. Teach her that this act of getting a new puppy, disrupting the new rhythm that we had worked so hard to create around her meals, her sleep times, her rise times, even her exercise and workouts, were now being disrupted by this new distraction. And I love puppies, don't get me wrong. But this is where I came in again for her and was able to steer her focus back where it needed to be and outsource more resources for puppy care. And this happens. Usually there is a moment of relapse or sabotage or a setback along in the healing journey. Most people, about 80% of the people, will quit the minute they have a setback and they think the system doesn't work. I get to be the guide on the side, really, because I'm not here to fix you, but I am here to help you have a better relationship with your body. And that's what she was able to do. We were able to hone in on the heart chakra, bring in some mantra and some mudra and other traditional practices to connect her back to her home, her seat of consciousness, as we say in yoga and Ayurveda. Shortly thereafter, she was able to rebound from that setback, from that self-sabotage, and continue losing another additional 45 pounds. Or maybe you're like my client, Jim. Jim came to see me as a mid-60s retiree who enjoyed cycling. And he had recently had an abdominal surgery where some surgical sponges were inadvertently left and he was closed back up with the sponges inside him. This resulted in infections, in a lot of post-surgical scar tissue, and limited mobility. Eventually, he did have these sponges removed, but the scar tissue that this error produced in his abdomen was so great that he literally could not stand up straight. Jim had been told, expect this to be the way it will be for the rest of your life. This will be something that you can't change. This is where I came in as the rebel, saying that I value disruptive change. We can restructure those tissues, we can break the rules, and I will give you the crowbar. We worked on myofascial release, slowly retraining and giving specific biomechanical forces to his abdominal tissues that would elicit the correct regenerative response. It took a while, but with consistency, with time, we were able to restructure those tissues. Did a series of therapeutic massage to begin, very slow myofascial release, followed by some traditional Ayurvedic massage, abhyanga, combined with the scar tissue and steam and heat therapy. We were literally able to kind of melt the goo, melt the stuck layers and adhesions in his connective tissue that had been rigid and thick for so long. Now let's talk about Eileen. Eileen came to see me after she received the diagnosis of Parkinson's. She had already been working with her homeopathic and functional doctors for some Lyme disease and chronic fatigue. And she also was caring for her adult disabled daughter. This is where I came in. We started immediately with her gut microbiome. We worked into intermittent fasting rhythms, building the right tastes on her plate, building her confidence that she could create a system that worked for her to meal plan and prepare for her and her daughter, prep in advance, particularly for days where her body was not feeling well and she was in a flare, khichdi cleanse, and simplifying just the rhythm of when she was eating and how to stack on ingredients and recipes throughout the week using the same ingredients and simplifying meal planning so that she could save time, she could create ease, and give the tissues what she needed to tend to this new inflammation that she was aware of. And boom, we were off. I was part of a team that she was working with. She had a homeopathic doctor, a functional doctor, an acupuncturist, an herbalist, and that's becoming more and more common Ayurveda does not compete with other modalities or treatment methods. It is natural and quite complementary, so it won't interfere. You just talk to your practitioner. From there, we had to build out her social framework. She had no support. Divorced, increasing difficulty in her body, leaving the house, driving a car. So the second phase was getting her the help that she needed, her community, and gradually she was able to then allocate more time to the rest and the repair that was needed. Eventually, she went on to be able to take her dog on daily walks around the neighborhood. She strengthened her daily meditation practice and her spiritual practices. And through combination of all of these approaches, she was able to manage quite well her flare-ups and symptoms. She regained her ability to drive her vehicle. And so she was able to leave the house more and go further distances because she had the energy and the capability to do so safely. When she went to see her functional doctor for her latest round of labs, she had biologically reversed her age, and that took just 6 months. 6 months of these practices of circadian living, Ayurveda, massage, self-healing, and being in the right community, getting the right support and structure around you. If you can relate or identify to any one of these stories, or you know someone who might have a similar trajectory, reach out. I'd love to have a free chat, find out if my toolkit is the right fit for you and what you need to do next. See you soon.